'Twas always so. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Martin Luther King. And therefore, stockpiling weapons and fighting the Illuminati is just joining in the very conflict that feeds the beast. We need to love this world into a state of love. There is no other way of doing it. And what is love? People think love is weak. It's not weak. It's the ultimate power. It will not walk backwards in the face of anything that it believes is right. And love is not always about lovey-dovey stuff. Love is also about putting yourself on the line, speaking your truth, standing up against oppression, standing up against all the shit that comes your way, because you believe that what you're doing is right and serving the greater good. That's also love, even though you might lose your temper here and there. The reason you're doing it is because of love, because you want this world so badly to be what it can be.
You're growing up, you're going to leave this lovely place, Rishi Valley, and go to college, university, get married, children, and jobs, and quarrels, and misery, and all that which your life is going to be. And what's your relationship with the rest of the world? To violence, to politics, to this tremendous corruption in this country, right? Overpopulated. Huh?
You would become so selfish if you have all that, like
you don't get selfish, you're concerned. You're concerned with this tremendous corruption.
So what can we do about it?
Don't be corrupt.
Yeah, but how?
Wait, you have to listen, girl. You're too quick. Don't you be corrupt. Fight. Stands for something that you think is wrong.
And if someone disagrees, fight. No one listens.
No, fight. I meant fight in the sense you don't get corrupted.
So I don't get corrupted.
It doesn't matter. Leave the others. Don't you get corrupted.
Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money? I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
What do you mean rich? What do you mean?
You have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life, forever.
So at one go, can you use it? Only one person is not correct.
Alright.
One go, can you use it? Only one person is correct.
You begin with yourself first.
Okay, so you're not corrupt. I'm just giving an example. And you go for a job, and there's the managing director interviewing you, and he'll directly ask you for a bribe, or you don't get the job.
Don't get a job.
So?
Why don't you stand for something?
But without a job, I cannot live.
Huh?
Without a job, I cannot live.
Don't live.
Then what is the purpose of coming into the world?
Find out. You see, you're all so weak, you give in.
So?
Suppose you say, no, sorry, I won't be corrupt. and you collect people around you. You work for it.
So, but there's only 5 people around me.
That's good enough. Begin.
Anyways, Solzhenitsyn at one point noticed that there were people in the camps whose comportment he truly admired, who seemed incorruptible, who wouldn't deceive or lie or take the easy way out, regardless of what it was that they were being threatened with. And they wouldn't sign the confessions that everybody had to sign, guilty or not guilty. They refused to play along. And some of them certainly died for that, but many people died in the gulags, so that was hardly an anomaly. But he said that many of the people who ran the camps were terrified by these people. And that also that many of them were religious believers, which was quite interesting.
We are the revolution if we cease to conform. If you only stay in that area of expression where you are within the program, how can anything move forward? You're going round and round. All the great changes of society and changes of anything, the great visionaries, all of them, have been ones that have walked out of the program and taking the shit for doing so. Because out of the program is the only way you're going to push on in terms of understanding what life is about, who we are and where we're coming from. The greatest fear in the world is the opinions of others, and the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion, and a great roar rises from your heart. The roar of freedom, of being you and not someone else's version of you. Come out of the masses, stand alone like a lion and live your truth according to your own light, not someone else's version of it.
Till we make it through.
Growing up, we were taught that the Fire Nation was the greatest civilization in history. And somehow, the war was our way of sharing our greatness with the rest of the world. What an amazing lie that was. The people of the world are terrified by the Fire Nation. They don't see our greatness. They hate us. And we deserve it. We've created an era of fear in the world. And if we don't want the world to destroy itself, we need to replace it with an era of peace and kindness.
Do you want a sword, Thorfinn? A sword is a tool to kill. Why do you need it? Whose life do you intend to take?
Enemies.
Your enemies? Who are they?
Well, bad guys like Halfdan.
Listen to me, my son. You don't have enemies. The truth is that nobody has them. Nobody in this entire world deserves to get hurt.
Here's another near-death experience. So I have never interviewed anyone who had a near-death experience who told me that they came back to make more money or to spend more time on their jobs away from their families. Instead, they became convinced that they need to be more loving and kind. They react to their experience by living life to its fullest. They believe their lives have a purpose, even if that purpose is obscure to them. Invariably, it involves concepts such as love of family, service to others. They seem to know that the love they create while living will be reflected and radiated back to them when they die or when they change their point of observation. It's that awareness, that heart-centered awareness beyond the program, beyond body-mind, that we need to connect with, we need to become part of, because it's the true self anyway, and bring that in an expression in the way we live our lives into this program. That will dissolve the program and start to manifest that reality here. That's all it is. We don't need minutes and committees. I don't even really need vast protests. We need to transform the reality by becoming another reality and expressing that reality within this one. This reality will not survive that energetic onslaught of the natural order, of truth, of love, of peace. It won't. And it depends on us not doing that.
Keep on talking to them for a little while until you're cool, man. Well, it's the people have a voice inside of them that talk to them, you know. That is the voice that these people must listen to. Because in everything you're going to do, there's a wrong way and a right way. And if you listen good, you will know the right way. True. You know? Because there is a voice inside talking to everyone. See it? True. See it?
So life has become a battle. And to me personally, to live that way is the most destructive, uncreative way of living. I won't live that. I'd rather disappear.
But I tell you who hear me, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you.
Singing with